What's up everybody, it's your boy Hokage here. Welcome to the video. In case you haven't read the chapter because it came out earlier, I'm gonna have it in the pinned comment of this video. And another thing that I want to add is that the beautiful thumbnail that you saw before you clicked on this video is available at Difference Twitter. She has been making all of these manga chapter review thumbnails for me for the past couple of months, and I said it in the past and I'm saying it again. I really think you should follow her, not only because of these thumbnails, but she also does Boruto fan arts occasionally and some other Boruto related stuff as well. She helps out this channel a lot, so by following her, you're not only helping her, but you're also helping me. So yeah, I'm gonna have her Twitter in the description of this video and in the pinned comment. And without further ado, let's get into the review. This was the first chapter of Boruto in 2019, and I think that there's only one word to describe it: hype. Although this chapter won't get a 10 out of 10 for me, I had a small problem with it, but still, we're seeing Naruto fighting for real for the first time after Momoshiki. Obviously, in this fight, he was kind of pretending to be weaker at one point, which I'm gonna get into a bit later. But still, it's an actual fight, and I just think it's very exciting. And seeing Delta's powers, it was definitely thought-provoking. It makes you think like, okay, she can fucking absorb jutsus with her eyes, and these eyes are apparently ninja tech. And this is just the start. So what else could she do? Honestly, at this point, I'm not even sure. It looks like she has the same ability that Kawaki has, the thing with their bodies where they can like change shape and form or whatever. But as I said, it's just the start. I mean, Naruto also in this chapter, he didn't even show 20% of his real power. I mean, he can, even if he wanted to, he couldn't do it, because if he were to, use all of his powers, he would, nuke the entire village. But what I'm trying to say is that Delta probably has more tricks up her sleeve. And I've been saying this for weeks right now. You guys shouldn't underestimate Delta, because she's one of the inners. Now, before I get into anything else in regards to this chapter, I just want to quickly get this off my chest. Previously, I mentioned the problem that I had with this chapter, and yeah, I want to bring it up now. I feel like for a monthly manga, that generally spends zero time on side characters, because obviously that's what the anime is for, and the anime in general expands upon the manga. So far, the versus Momoshiki arc, that's the only arc of the manga that has been adapted into the anime. It was expanded upon, and it was much better. It's kind of obvious that the true Boruto story lies within the anime. That's where you see everything, the entire plot, character development for all these characters. And, I'm not saying that manga isn't important or anything like that, but, anyway, the anime is probably going to expand upon this. So the fact that they spent a full chapter on this fight, which, by the way, isn't a bad thing, but it was literally fighting and we got no new information. I get it. We did see some of Delta's abilities, obviously, but realistically, the only relevant thing is that Kawaki said that all inners are like monsters or whatever, which that's something that we all pretty much assumed / knew. So yeah, I felt like some of these panels could have been used more efficiently. Once again, you got to take into consideration that this is a monthly manga that doesn't focus on side characters at all. It's just pure fighting, bombing us with information. And, I just thought it was a little bit off. But regardless of that, the chapter is still great. So yeah, one thing that I want to mention about Delta's character is that obviously we all know that she's kind of cocky. We saw it in the previous chapters, but realistically, if you think about it, at first she was respectful. At first she was like, okay, My business here is Kawaki. Can you move? Right? She didn't say that exact thing, but you get what I'm trying to say. But when Naruto refused, she became arrogant. She was saying stuff like, I'm gonna kill you or whatever. So, yeah, I just wanted to briefly mention that because I wasn't expecting something like that from Delta. Her dojutsu, I mean, it's ninja tech. Is it really a dojutsu? I don't know at this point, but I already saw some comparisons with Obito's Mangekyo Sharingan and with Kamui. I can't wait to see all the other possibilities, all the other powers that this eye has, if it does have some other powers, and it probably does. Um, so yeah, I mean, Delta's character is very interesting. A lot of people right now on Twitter are overhyping her character. And why am I saying overhyping? Well, I get it, she's strong, but people are saying that she's their favorite female character. I think we need to see her backstory, her motives, her personality a bit more. I feel like she needs more screen time. I mean, it's your choice if she's your favorite, but let's not overhype Delta. Let's actually see her character, right? The fact that she's overpowered, like, you have many overpowered characters, but in terms of character writing, we don't know because she got introduced recently and she only appeared for a couple of times. So yeah, but I feel like her character has a lot of potential. Anyway, so yeah, there was one really emotional moment in this chapter when Naruto was fighting against Delta, and when he said, I don't know, don't touch these kids, and then she was like, okay, I don't care about the kids, I care about Kawaki, and then Naruto was like, Kawaki is included. When I say this. So that was very emotional. I mean, in my previous chapter reviews, I talked about this emotional bond that is being created right now, between Naruto and Kawaki. And, as Kawaki hears these things, he becomes more attached to Naruto, that's for sure. Probably subconsciously, because, Kawaki's emotional state is pretty fucked up, because of his upbringing, his childhood traumas, and just the way he was raised. A truly tragic character, indeed. So yeah, I just, the fact that we had a full chapter of pure fighting, and then you have that little emotional moment. I feel like it's a nice contrast, and it really adds to this chapter if you think about it. Um, so yeah, what again, like, this isn't supposed to be funny. It's just I personally found it hilarious. At the end of the chapter, Boruto was like, I can't do shit. Basically, I thought that was hilarious because realistically, you have the strongest ninja and one of these inners or whatever, and she's supposed to be like a monster, whatever. I think that the name of this chapter is either Monster or Monsters. I'm not really sure. I don't know if it's singular or plural, but it definitely has monster in it, and it's a metaphor, for these characters' strength, probably referring to both Naruto and Delta. Now, at one point, because obviously we saw that, Delta stole that Rasengan from Naruto. I wonder if she stole some of his chakra to form that chakra cloak. Obviously, manga is in black and white. We don't know the color, but if that's the case, like, this fight could get intense. Naruto did say that he was kind of faking his own weakness in this chapter, but still, you can't deny the fact that at one point he was surprised by Delta's abilities. At first, we had some taijutsu action, and as Naruto was about to do the Rasengan, and when his Rasengan disappeared, he was surprised. And when Delta started doing all these crazy things with her legs, and that sounds very wrong, sexually speaking, but you get what I'm trying to say. When she did those things with her legs, she was genuinely surprised. After he got stabbed, it was kind of obvious that he was playing dumb, right? Like, we all knew that he had those healing abilities and that he could probably counter Delta, but he wanted to, I guess, gain some knowledge in regards to Delta's ninja tech or whatever. I mean, at one point in this chapter, I think that Delta says that her entire body is made out of ninja tech. So yeah. As for ninja tech itself, obviously it has been established in the Boruto series, and we saw many examples of ninja tech being very OP. I'm talking, the likes of Kawaki, whatever. And all of that is cool, but, to have like such strong ninja tech. I feel like in the future of the series, not right now, it needs some type of explanation. And by explanation, I mean, we need to get a chapter that pretty much confirms that Kara has this super incredible, I don't know, factory of producing these, I don't know, tools or whatever. I just feel like this needs to be touched upon more. Don't just give all these characters these crazy ninja tech abilities. Explain them a bit more. Amado was mentioned. I think he's the scientist of the car or whatever. Jigen probably knows some stuff as well. But still, I feel like that aspect of the car organization needs to be explored a bit more. I had a crazy thought today. This is by no means a theory. I just want to bring it up. What if there's a different planet, in the in the Naruto verse or whatever? Because like we have the let's call it planet Earth, where Naruto and the others are. Otsutsuki's are somewhere, and maybe there's some other planet where in terms of technology, like it's so advanced or whatever. Like it's such a fucking crazy thought. I don't even want to repeat it again, but I just wanted to bring it up. Anyway, I really hope that this aspect of ninja tech gets touched upon even more in the future. And I already said this, but I just wanted to repeat it. Overall, the artwork was great in this chapter. It's just that there were some quote unquote fillers, in my opinion, in terms of some of these panels, and I know for a fact that I'm not the only one who thinks this. I already saw some people talking about this on Twitter. So yeah, the rating that I'm gonna give to this chapter is 8.5 out of 10. It's not a 10 out of 10 simply because I felt like we had to get at least one information or whatever, something more relevant, and I feel like some of these panels could have been used better. So yeah, but 8.5, it's still a great fucking score. And at the end of the day, fuck the score, fuck everything. It's Naruto fighting again after the Momoshiki fight, and this was round 1. I can't wait to see how the fight develops from now on. I think it's kind of obvious that this fight will get interrupted either by somebody from Konoha or by somebody or by Kashin Koji, and most likely Kashin Koji and Delta are gonna run away, because at the end of the day, I do think that Naruto is stronger than Delta. Anyway, there are many possibilities, but I'll save my predictions for my Boruto Chapter 32 predictions video that I'll upload in the near future. Anyway, that was your boy Telon Hokage. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about this chapter in the comment section of this video. Don't forget to follow Different. Her Twitter is in the description and in the pinned comment. Also, link to my second channel, link to my Twitter, link to my Discord, and link to my Instagram. All of that stuff is in the description of this video as well. That was your boy Telon Hokage, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.